Hey guys, me and my space buns say hello. So today I wanted to do this little eye, and then I actually did my hair for you guys. Now they might not be even, but that's okay, no one cares. I'm gonna crop it out anyways. This will also be a voiceover because I discovered Riverdale, which is actually really good, and once I discovered it, I was like, I'm watching this and I'll do a voiceover. So I hope that's okay with you guys, and we'll just get right into this eye. Alright you guys, I'm priming my eyes with the Plouise Base. Now I'm taking Certifeye's Tropical Wonders palette and this yellow that is called Sunray, and I'm just placing it pretty much in like the inner part of my inner corner. And I am just like doing circular motions but also tapping that yellow because again I really like a lot of color payoff, so just make sure you tap in your brush. Now I'm taking my favorite Sugarpill's Flamepoint and I'm just placing this right next to the yellow. Don't worry if it's not blended yet. I like to just place the color first and then blend the shadow out later on. Now I'm going to take that brush that I used the yellow with and just blend the colors together so there won't be like really harsh lines. Now I'm taking Hibiscus from the Certified Tropicals Wonder palette again. It's just a really nice hot pink and I am placing this right next to the orange and I'm just blending it out again using tapping motions and like blending window wiper motions, whatever they call that. Now if you guys can see there's that little blank spot beneath my brow. I'm just filling it in with the orange because I don't want it to look really weird and just incomplete, you know. Now I'm taking two different purples from the Certifeye Eye palette, one in Firefish and the other one in Honey Creeper. I do go back and forth and I like blend them really good because you guys already know how I feel about purples. I sometimes feel like when you just add too much, it like oxidizes and gets really muddy and just weird. I personally just don't like purples, but I do really like the ones in the Certifeye Eye palette. I really feel like I can work with them, so I do like them. Now I'm taking that brush that I used the pink with and just creating like a really round edge because that's kind of the shape that I was going for. Alright, so I am cutting my crease. I'm basically cutting it in like to like a half cut crease. I'm not going like all the way out. I'm using a flat brush and I am actually using the concealer from Bare Minerals. I believe it's like the bare skin one. It's my favorite. I've been using it lately and I'm just taking my time with this. Make sure you take your time with it as well. You want it to be as clean and nice and precise as possible. Now I'm taking those two purples and I'm mixing them together and I'm just making sure that I'm putting it on the outer portion of my eye and then bringing them inwards to my lid, but not all the way in because I'm going to be adding the rest of the other colors that I used. So just make sure that you just put it like basically on the outer corner. Alright you guys, so I didn't fast forward this part because I wanted to tell you guys that it's okay to add color, like basically build your color. What I like to do and what I feel like works for me is I pat in my shadows rather than blend them out because I feel like sometimes that kind of like dusts off your shadows and I don't like that, so I like to do a patting motion and that gets me the most color off. I hate doing voiceover, you guys. That gets me the most color payoff. So make sure you're patting in your shadows rather than like swirling them, you know? Alright you guys, I am taking that orange and I am placing it right next to the pink. I want to make sure I'm getting like a really nice gradient, so I'm also blending it into the pink. Also, another thing, Jesus. I'm using mostly all of the Makeup Shack brushes. I will list them down below, but you could use code Rocio for 20% off. I'm just saying. Now I'm taking that yellow and I'm placing it right next to the orange. Yes, the orange. It looks kind of harsh right now, but I do go back and I blend in some orange, but just make sure you are packing on that yellow to get the most color payoff as always. You guys already know that, right? Okay, so now I am adding a bit of that orange and I'm blending it into the yellow again so there won't be no harsh lines. Okay, so for this part, I'm just creating like a really small negative space so I can add some shadow and like a little eye topper. You guys will see right now. And I'm using a eyeliner brush to do that. Alright, so now I'm taking Milani's eye topper in Luminous Light, and I am adding this to the negative space. I'm just using a really small detailed eyeliner brush to get in there because it's a really small space anyways. So this eyeliner brush worked perfect. Okay, now I'm going in with my waterline. I'm just using the purple, the pink, and the orange. I didn't put any yellow, and I'm just going apeshit with this. I like to put a lot of color on my waterline because I just want it to be super bright. I know a lot of people can't take eyeshadow in their eyes, so I'm sorry if you can't. Don't do it. But I like to add a lot of color. I just want everything to be bright. Now I'm taking these lashes from Lashaholics in the style Ariella, and I am just putting them on with some tweezers. And that's pretty much it for this look, you guys. We are at the end of the video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye, guys.